Right, so this is actually a comparison of the original Lawnmower Man film, which I have done a review for already, against the director's cut, which I recently found on YouTube. Now, I think this film definitely came out after T2, so I believe this is going to be 94, 93, 94-ish. As I've said in the previous review of this, the film revolves around a guy called Job Smith, who is like a handyman and whatnot, who is just incredibly thick. He's got the IQ apparently of like a 6-year-old. He meets up with Dr. Angelo, who is one of his clients, I suppose, and he turns him smart and kind of goes from there. Now, I knew that there was a director's cut because I originally had a copy of it, and then I lost many years ago again on VHS, and I lost it. And to be honest, I completely forgot about it until one day I was just looking through YouTube and I found the director's cut, and I downloaded it. And it does. This is the thing I want to point out: how different a film can be by watching the theatrical version against the director's cut. So in the director's cut, it is, don't get me wrong, both are very good films, but the director's cut I think is infinitely better. Just because, for instance, there are scenes taken out, because obviously it's director's cut, that help to explain the film in a much better situation. So one, for instance, is at the beginning of both films, there's a monkey, and it tries to escape the lab that it is currently being held in. And in the theatrical version, it gets shot, and then that's it. And then the film goes on. But in the director's cut, there's easily another sort of 10 minutes worth, maybe not, actually more than that, about 15 minutes worth, where the monkey goes by accident to Job's shack, or hut, whatever you like to call it. And he thinks it's a character called Cyberman, kind of like Robocop. And then VSI, Virtual Space Industries, who are the people doing the project, need the monkey back. What's that noise? I don't know. But Pierce Brosnan's character is Dr. Angelo, who is completely against violence, wants the monkey back safely, and it goes completely wrong, and the monkey gets killed. So that's one difference. The second one is there's a scene where Job learns how to drive briefly, like a conversation between him and his friend Terry, who is kind of like his boss, sort of best friend. He notices that things are changing in Job, so he says, I'm going to teach you how to drive. Job's really happy. There's another scene where later on where Job has kind of, if any of you out there remember in Carter, it was similar to that. He goes through something like 90 discs in a day, and then Brosnan says, you know, with the speed that you're learning, you could amass a PhD in 2 days with no trouble. And Job says, you know, I was reading this article about people who could use, who could make blisters appear on their hands just through hypnotic suggestion. And Brosnan's character is like, yeah, whatever, we're a while from that. He goes off, and Job does it. And there are a few more scenes, which I can't remember all of them. But having these in the film make it a completely different film altogether, and it's just such. I will put the link, if I can find it again, back onto the description below. And if you have watched it, then I would like to know your opinion on which one you prefer. Do you prefer the theatrical or the director's cut? I know, like I said, I prefer the director's cut, but they are still very good films. Second film, however, sucked ass. I saw it at the cinema, and I remember at the time there was 4 of us in the whole screening. It was that bad. Yes, I have got a copy. Yes, I did download it for free. I'm not going to pay money for it. I'll put the link into that one, so watch that one at your own demise and peril. Again, these are still brilliant films, and with the exception of the second one, I would recommend watching it. So give me your thoughts and we'll see how that goes. And my next one is going to be a comparison of Pacific Rim and Pacific Rim Uprising.